Welcome to yoga today. Let's start out finding an easy seat, and whatever that means for you. Sitting with crossed legs, laying down on your back, sitting up in hero pose, maybe even supporting yourself with some blocks or some blankets. I'm going to start out on my back today. And just closing your eyes, deepening the breath. Just allowing for a few moments to breathe. And tune into your body. There is nothing else of importance right now. Just sensing your own inner self. Noticing how your body feels this morning. And now open your breathing to that three-part breath. Filling up your entire torso, top, middle, and bottom. And just let the belly move freely for the breath. Without any inhibition, tension through the torso, tension through the mind. Just release that and breathe fully, feeling the whole effect of your breath in your body. Noticing what and how it feels to take a full breath. Watch how your body responds to the breath after the inhale and after the exhale. Maybe your body likes to breathe top, middle, and bottom. Or maybe it likes to breathe bottom, middle, and top. Just notice that. Is the breath full? Or does your body kind of stop halfway with the breath? Can it be fuller without you controlling it, just aware of it? does your rib cage expand out to your sides or laterally? Or does the rib cage just breathe forward and back, top and back? Just notice. Don't make it do it. Just notice what it does. Our bodies provide so much information to us. And yoga provides the passageway for the body to connect with the mind. And the breath is that link. So taking just a few more deep, full breaths here. That 3-part breath, fill up and release entirely. Even letting the body relax more into the mat. And staying just as you are, well, unless you're seated or in a different position than on your back, go ahead and come onto your back. We're going to start out rocking the pelvis, that forward and backward movement. And let your breath be with you throughout all of your movement today. We don't move without the intention of the breath. Let that be your intention for your practice today. So as you inhale, let that pelvis lift up towards the sky. And notice all this sensation you get through the hips, the legs, the hip flexors, the glutes. And as you exhale, let the pelvis dip backwards. And noticing all that sensation. So when our body speaks to us, when it provides that information, it's in subtleties, in what you notice. So open yourself to not the obvious, but to feel the subtlety today. Seek new sensation, not just what you know. And that's how yoga never gets old. So even the most practiced practitioner comes back to what is simple. And then it's always new to the body. You always begin again in yoga. Just a few more breaths here, rocking the pelvis forward and back, immersing yourself in the sensation of your movements. And now as you inhale, again, let's shift. So now those hip rockers, or hikers rather, letting the hips slide left and right across the floor. Don't lift your hips up at all. They just slide left and right. And notice all the sensation, the movement of the legs. What is working? What is not working as you make this movement? Letting the breath inform your movement. Not just rocking because you can. Staying with the breath, left and right. Yoga asks the body to slow down. It wants you to slow down and notice. Not just move without any thought or intention or feeling. And now hip rockers, letting the breath pick that one hip up off the floor in the direction of the other side. And releasing as the breath lets you move. Noticing all the sensation. Even the simplest movements can have effort. And understanding and integration in that sensation. As you exhale and wait for it, let your hips return back to center. And then keeping the left leg bent, go ahead and pull that right knee up into that half happy baby. And then once you're there, if that feels okay to you and you want to deepen that stretch just a little bit, extend that left leg out. One more full breath here. As you exhale, release the right foot down. Keep it bent. And go ahead and bring the left leg now into your half happy baby. And then extend that right leg out if the space feels comfortable enough to do that. The space in your joints. And just breathing into the sensations of the stretch. So just another breath And as you exhale, release that foot back to the mat. So keep the knee bent. We're going to bring the right knee back up, bending it just along the side of the left one. And now open the feet so that they're mat width apart. And we're going to do those knee drops. So let the right knee drop in and down towards the mat, opening up through the outer hip. And then as you inhale again, we're going to pull that knee back up. And as you exhale, bring the left knee in and down. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, let the knee drop down. Now you can continue to move with the breath or hold. Right? Maybe you have enough sensation here that the body is seeking you to hold that position and stretch for a moment. Right? Then do that. If not, move with your breath, inhaling to open and exhaling to release. As you inhale again, bring both knees back up and into your center, pulling those feet to being hip width apart. And now, let the arms extend out away from your sides and let both knees drop over to one side and just hold. So your upper body stays down, connected to the mat as best you can. You don't want the shoulder blades to come off the mat. Okay. Just holding here a couple breaths. You can release your head to the opposite side of your knees, just to have a little stretch. And if that feels uncomfortable to you, you can return it back to center or even the other side. Okay, one more breath. And as you inhale, then bring those knees back through center. And exhale, taking the knees the other side. One more breath. And as you inhale, bring those knees back to center. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest. Release. Deepening the breath. Reach your heels straight up towards the ceiling. Take the arms overhead. As you exhale, hug back in. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hug back in. Couple more breaths. gonna let the left leg drop down and hover. The right leg is gonna extend up towards the ceiling or the heel. Okay, we're gonna engage our abs here and do a little lift through your core. And then release, and we're gonna change sides. So exhale as you lift up, squeeze the belly. Inhale as you release and change sides. And then exhale, pull up. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull up into that crunch. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, release, switch legs. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, release, switch. Exhale, pull up. One more. Inhale, release, switch. Exhale, pull up. Okay, then release down, bend the knees again. We're gonna do a few bridge pulses here. So, go ahead and let's pick those shoulder blades up off the floor and purposely place them down and under your back, opening up the chest, creating your arch here, space to lift those hips, engage the belly, okay? And then as you exhale, go ahead and lift your hips up off the floor just till you feel some tension through the glutes. We don't want to get into the lower back at all. If you are feeling it in your lower back, you're lifting too high. So as you inhale, lower back down. I'm switching that up today with the breath. So exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower down. And as you exhale, notice what your upper body, what the shoulder blades are doing. Do they move back away from you? Or do they stay down and under your chest? Just notice. A few more breaths here. Can you send your tailbone towards your heels? And does that make a difference in the sensations you feel through your glutes and your lower back? Okay. One more breath, lifting and lowering and release. Staying here for a couple breaths, feeling out the effort your body just put forth. And then let's cross that right ankle over the left knee, coming into your modified pigeon here. Releasing the glutes from the bridge work. Two more breaths. And as you exhale again, release your feet to the mat and change sides. Wait for your exhale to bring that left side into its release. Just a few more breaths. Let your upper body relax. Even all the facial muscles. Noticing how stretching can tense up the body tremendously. Just allowing that relaxation all across the board. And as you exhale, let's release this left leg. Hug your knees into your chest. Now, we're going to rock and roll our way up onto all fours, or you can roll to one side and come up on all fours, whichever suits your fancy. So rolling up. Okay, cat and cow. Just a few releases. Take it on down into child's pose too. Let's lengthen out that spine. Inhaling as you open up into your cow, and exhaling through cat and child's pose. Just one more breath all the way through. We're going to add a few more pieces now. So as you inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, step back, down dog. Letting your body and the sensations it provides determine whether you stay here and hold your down dog or whether you move. Maybe it's pedaling the feet that would better serve your body right now. Sometimes it's better to just hold the position if the brain has to get too involved to make that decision. You're just feeling it out and going with the sensations the body is seeking. As you inhale, roll out to all fours, but plank first. As you exhale, drop the knees. And then inhale, come back into your all fours, position with your hands, and open up into your cow. Exhale through cat and child's pose. Then inhale right back, all fours. And exhale, down dog. You might shift your hands forward just a little bit this time for your down dog, rather than stepping back with those feet. Inhale, rolling out to plank. Exhaling, dropping the knees. Inhaling, shifting back into all fours and coming through your cow. Exhale, cat and child's pose. Inhale, coming up through all fours, shifting your hands forward. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale, roll out to plank. Exhale, drop knees. Inhale, shifting back, all fours, cow. Exhaling, cat, child's pose. Inhaling, all fours, shifting those hands. Exhaling, down dog. Inhaling, rolling out to plank. Exhaling, drop the knees. Now we're going to stay. Okay, inhale, right here in your modified plank. Exhale, bend those elbows. Inhale, cobra. Make sure you engage that belly. The shoulder blades pull down the back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, refine your cobra. Come up again. Pull the chin to chest, just to lengthen out that spine. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up through cobra. Dig your toes in the mat. Push up just to plank. Lift those hips. And then lift back, down dog. Okay, as you inhale here, bend both knees like you're going to go to the mat. Exhale, lift the tailbone and then extend those legs out. Inhale, bend the knees. Lift the tailbone. Exhale, extend. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Noticing how your down dog changed. Don't move your hands or your feet. You may have widened out your down dog, and that's okay. Take it, feel it, breathe into the sensations in your body. As you inhale, bring those knees to the mat. And then exhale, shift your hips back, child's pose. Okay, pop up the wrists so you get a nice release here. And then just feel all that breath in the back of the body. As you inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale. So we're going to walk your hands forward just a little bit and then lift those hips as you exhale right into your down dog. as you inhale here, go ahead and lift the right leg up high, your three-legged dog. We're gonna pull that leg through your hands and lift up, warrior one. So place that back heel down before you rise up. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, settle in. Pull that right hip back. And when you do that, you can adjust the back foot. Settle in and just notice the sensations in your body. One more full breath. As you inhale, bring your hands to the mat. Exhale, step back to down dog. Inhale, roll out to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll out to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take that left leg up high. Exhale, pull it through your hands. Set that back foot down, and as you inhale, rise up, warrior one on this left side. Squaring those hips. Right. You settle into that just right alignment, and then just feel the whole body working and releasing, all at the same time. As you inhale, bring your hands to the mat. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, roll out to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, roll out to plank. Exhale, down dog. Hold. Inhale, walk your feet forward to the top of your mat. Exhaling to release into forward fold. Letting the breath stay in the forefront of your mind, feeling that rhythm, the movement of the breath from the low belly to the top of your spine, the top of your chest. Your whole body will move with the breath. It's a very soothing wave of breath. As you inhale, bend your knees. And then come on up. Arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Closing the eyes. Sensing the body. Grounding down through your feet. And lifting tall right up through the crown of your head. So now, go ahead and as you inhale, take the arms overhead, shift your weight onto your left foot, and we're going to, as you exhale, just reach out into your warrior three. Now, you can also bring your hands back beside your hips and hold whatever feels welcoming to your body today. And as you exhale, release that back leg down, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, come all the way up, arms overhead. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, arms overhead, shift your weight onto that right foot. And as you exhale, take yourself into your warrior three. Shoulders down, belly hugs in. Remember to drop that hip down, level your hips. As you exhale, release that leg down and forward fold. As you inhale again, go ahead and step back to plank. And exhale back to down dog. Really seeking that extra perfect alignment. Okay. All 10 fingers pressing down into the mat. Your heels making their way to the floor. You're kind of pressing through the backs of the legs,
lifting the hips, the tailbone, and engaging the glutes. And as you do that, notice how that kind of wraps around the front of the thighs and gets the quads to engage. The belly draws in, the shoulders are down the back. And that rib cage, you want to pull that rib cage in towards your spine. We want to create the utmost of length through the back of the body. Just one more full breath. And as you inhale, go ahead and bend the knees. And then exhale back, child's pose. As you inhale, let's come up to all fours. And then we'll come into that full pigeon. Okay? So right leg first. We're going to turn the knee so that it comes right to your right wrist. And then you're just lifting up that back leg and walking it straight back. And just walking it back until you get a nice stretch through the glutes. Okay, and if the hip can make it to the floor, straight down, not where you're collapsing and sitting on your butt. Okay, we want to keep those hips aligned forward. That really is the key. And if that is uncomfortable, you can take a block or some books or some blankets, a pillow, and place it underneath that hip so that you don't have to collapse out of it. Because when you collapse out, you're not stretching that muscle anymore. And you can walk the heel forward. It will take some pressure off of the knee here to be in that bend, as well as deepen the pose. So it will deepen the stretch. Okay, go ahead, get comfortable. If you want to come forward onto the forearms, you can. Okay. Or stay upright. You can even turn your torso and notice some new stretching sensations. And you can turn in both directions. But here's where the subtleties of the sensations in your body are extremely important, because we don't want to pull anything. So it's being mindful of your actions and reaping the greatest reward in the body, opening up all those sensations. Okay. So as you inhale, we're going to come up and out of that pose. Exhale as you push back, okay, to all fours. And then we're going to come in, do the same thing on the left side. We want to turn that leg, turn the knee, so it's right behind your left wrist. Okay? And then you're lifting up that right leg and just walking it straight back until we get that left hip and glute right down as far to the mat as you want.
Each side presents its own challenges, but we welcome the sensation. Okay, just a couple more breaths. Okay, so now as you exhale, go ahead and release onto that left hip. So drop down to the floor. And we'll swing the right leg around just to an easy seat. Okay, for a little twist. So crossing the legs in front, lifting up nice and tall through the spine and the torso. And you can even notice those ribs pop out, and can you pull them back in and settle the shoulder blades down with that nice upright spine. Okay, and then keeping that, inhale, arms up overhead. And as you exhale, let those arms or your rotation happen right through that rib cage over to one side. And then the arms can drop down and land wherever. Okay? And just settle in there without pushing or tugging with the arms to deepen that twist. We're just resting there. And the body will ease in all on its own without any effort. Just one more breath. And now as you inhale, take those arms right up overhead. You're still in that twist. And as you exhale, twist right over to that other side. And then let those arms drop down. Nice, tall spine. So as you are resting here, just notice if when you're resting, does the body collapse? Stay lifted, nice and tall. Do you lean back? Okay, stay lifted, nice and tall. Letting the body ease its way into that twist. Your arms will change position as you let the body, the twist will happen, and you'll have to change where your arms are to support that length of your spine. As you exhale, release right back to center. Okay. We're going to come onto our backs now and go right into your Shavasana. Knees being bent at first to take your body down to the mat. And extending the legs out, reaching the arms away. Settling the shoulder blades down and under the body. And you know the rest. Just close your eyes. Deepen
the breath. And let your body rest willingly, graciously, and without any agenda. Just allowing the gift of reciprocity. The body gives back what you put in, and then some. So now deepen the breath. Really fill up that torso, top, middle, bottom. Open your mouth as you exhale and let all that breath leave your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, and hugging your knees into your chest. When you feel ready, roll to one side. Take a full breath here, and if you need more breath, stay. Let yourself come back into your day. Coming back up to a seated position. Closing the eyes once again and just noticing your body, feeling the breath. Noticing how your body feels. Bringing your hands to your heart. Namaste.